This last month, Australian property just recorded its worst monthly result since December 2022. And national home values are down 0.7% in the month. Every single capital city fell except for one. And on that very same data set, in the very same month, one suburb 9 kilometres from a capital city was up 17% for the year. The same country, the same month, the same data, but two completely different stories. Now, which one is actually true for your buying budget? Stay with me today because it isn't about the headline. It's about what the headline actually measures. And let's start with what actually happened because the number is real. CoreLogic's Home Value Index for July 2026 showed that national values for dwellings fell 0.7%. It's a huge drop, the sharpest single month drop in over 3 years. And every capital city except Darwin fell. Sales volumes are running 16% below where they should be a year ago. Consumer sentiment is sitting near some of the most pessimistic levels on record. The RBA has held cash rates at 4.35%, a 12-year high, after 3 rises already this year. And on top of that, the recent tax changes such as negative gearing and capital gains tax is definitely cooling investor demand at the top end of the market. Now, none of this is made up, but a national average has one problem. It is an average, and here's what the average is hiding. The gap inside the average is that Perth is up 23% over the last 12 months, while Melbourne is down 0.9% over the same period. That 25 percentage point gap between the best and worst capital city in the same national market in the same month the headline called a downturn. Now, if you go one level deeper than the city and down to the suburb, you've got a location like Midvale, 8 kilometres from Perth CBD, that is up 21.3% in the last year alone on our suburb level data. Risdon Vale, 9 kilometres from Hobart, is up 17% in that same period. Elizabeth Downs in Adelaide up 13% in that same period. Now, none of these suburbs will meet the headline. The headline describes an average of thousands of suburbs, most of them moving completely independently in different directions, and the number is just what you read. So if the national number isn't the real signal to monitor, what is? Well, reading the market at the only level that matters is the real signal is yield and vacancy rates at the suburb level, because that's what tells you whether local demand is holding up while the national mood turns. Right now, 3 of the highest yielding near metro suburbs in the country sit in the same city. Hobart, Risdon Vale, 5.3% yields. New Norfolk, 5.09% yields. And Bridgewater, 4.9% yields. Vacancy is under 1.2% across all 3. Now, this is not a coincidence, and it's not suburbs that are mentioned in those average headlines. Now, compare that to Mackay in Queensland, up 19.6% in 12 months, where the cost of waiting an extra year to buy was $93,000, $490,000 for the exact same house. The downturn headline and the number happened in the same country in the same year. So here's the only question is what actually matters for your buying budget? Because that is all that matters. Your suburb, not the average. The national number tells you nothing about the specific suburb you can actually afford. It's an average of markets you are never going to buy in anyway. The investor who reacts to the headline and waits is betting every suburb in the country is moving at the same rate. The investor who checks the suburb level data first is the one who finds the Risdon Vale or the Midvale while everyone else is frozen waiting for national headlines to feel safe again. That number was never going to tell you when to buy. Only the suburbs data checking was ever going to do that. Now, all of the numbers in this video come straight from Handle's Suburb Intelligence Portal, the same suburb level data tool that we run for every client, and guess what? We give it away for free. Head over to www.handle.properties/free resources to get access. At Handle Properties, we're buyers agents and mortgage brokers. And this is exactly why we can read the run for every client before they consider buying. City level headlines aside, but suburb level data first. Comment Handle and we'll DM you our Suburb platform so that you can have a peek around and find the next deal to be buying in your budget.